Hello everyone, this is Varaprasad and I am presenting you the daily current affairs which are useful for SSC, RRB and other government examinations.
Coming to the first one of the session, India has joined Indian Ocean Commission as its fifth observer state. It has joined to strengthen its Indo-Pacific vision and also to boost strategic partnership with France and Vanilla Islands. The decision has been taken during the meeting of Commission Councils of Ministers in Seychelles. With this move, India would lead to greater security cooperation with countries in East Africa. India has been ranked 120th in Heritage Foundation's Economic Freedom Index 2020. The World Index of Economic Freedom covers 12 freedoms including property rights, financial freedom, government integrity, labor freedom, trade freedom, investment freedom and business freedom. Altogether, the study encompasses 186 countries. Hong Kong lost its title as the number one freest economy due to a decline in its score for investment freedom. Hong Kong's total score fell from 90.4 to 89.1, whereas Singapore maintained its 2019 score of 89.4 to take the 2020 title. This was first published in the year 1995. Hong Kong topped the list till now. Manpreet Singh Pawar, who was the captain of Indian hockey team, has been awarded Dhruv Batra Player of the Year Award 2019 for men, and for women it is Rani Rampal, who is the captain of women hockey team. Manpreet became the first Indian to become the International Hockey Federation's Best Player of the Year in 2019. India has been ranked 40th on the Inclusive Internet Index 2020, released by the Economist Intelligence Unit (EIU). The index aims to measure the extent to which the internet is not only accessible and affordable, but also relevant to all, allowing usage that enables positive social and economic outcome at the individual and group level. It is commissioned by Facebook. Among the South Asian countries, India ranks first, followed by Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and Pakistan. The first country ranked is Sweden, followed by New Zealand and US. Indian men's hockey team has been ranked at 4th position in FIH World Rankings, their highest since the inception of FIH World Rankings in 2003 in the recently released table. India dismantled Olympic champions Argentina, who dropped to 5th place according to a statement released in FIH official website. India showed great form in the first 3 rounds of the second edition of FIH Hockey Pro League. The full form of FIH is Federation Internationale de Hockey. Mohammad Rasool's There Is No Evil has become the latest film from Iran to win the Golden Bear at 2020 Berlin Film Festival. There Is No Evil comprises 4 stories of men in Iran who are each put in front of an unthinkable but simple choice to follow orders to enforce the death penalty or not. Whatever they decide will directly or indirectly corrode themselves, their relationships, and their lives. Ajay Mahajan becomes the new MD and CEO of Care Ratings for 5 years from April 15th. Mahajan started his career with Bank of America in 1990 and went on to become the MD and country head of Global Markets Group. Thereafter, he was a part of management team at S-Bank in 2004, built UBS maiden branch in India in 2008, and then worked with IDFC, which converted from an infrastructure financing NBFC to a full service commercial bank. Now he has become the new MD and CEO of Care Ratings. The next one is Vinit Arora becomes new MD and CEO of Paytm General Insurance Limited. Prior to this, he has served as Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Aegon Life Insurance Company. The appointment is a step for Paytm to further its journey into insurance sector with an instantaneous specialize in general insurance. The MD and CEO of Paytm Payments Bank Limited is Satish Kumar Gupta. The Paytm founder is Vijay Shekhar Sharma. Paytm headquarters is in Noida in Uttar Pradesh. Paytm was founded in 2010. Veteran actor Ranjit Chowdhury passes away. For his role as Rocky in Deepa Mehta's 2002 film He was nominated for the Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role at the 23rd Genie Awards. His other most noted role in recent times has been Last Holiday and Staring Queen Latifah. Andhra government launches YSR Nirman and COVID-19 portals. The YSR Nirman is a web platform to assist various departments to acquire cement. The buyers can seek the number of cement required from suppliers for various government projects like Polavaram, housing, etc. This portal connects various stakeholders like Cement Manufacturers Association, manufacturing companies, and government departments. And this COVID-19 portal enables the MSME manufacturers and suppliers within the state to register themselves. The manufacturers and suppliers with UAM and GST can register themselves within the portal for creating and supplying essential items associated with COVID-19, both medical and auxiliary. Tata AIA Life Insurance offers additional benefits related to COVID-19 for policyholders at no additional cost. This feature will also be extended to agents of the insurance company. The insurer will give its individual policyholders COVID-19 related additional benefit up to 5 lakh rupees at no additional cost. The additional insurance offered by Tata AIA Life will be extended to all their retail policies, including endowment. Tata Power wins Edison Award for Social Innovation. Actually, what is this Edison Award? The Edison Awards honors the world's best innovations and innovators. It is to honor excellence in new product and service development, marketing, design, and innovation. The Tata Power has got this award because it has brought about 533 participating schools across India, saving over 29.8 million units of power since its inception in 2007. Tata Power is India's largest integrated power company and has installed capacity of 10,763 megawatts together with its subsidiaries and jointly controlled entities. SBI to waive service charges for all ATM transactions. The bank has made an official announcement on its website on 15th April 2020. In view of announcement made by the Finance Minister on 24th March, State Bank of India has decided to waive ATM charges for all ATM transactions made on SBI ATMs and other bank ATMs on account of exceeding free number of transactions up to 30th June. Abdullahabad Isawi bags 13th International Arab Fiction Prize 2020. This Arab Fiction Prize is the most prestigious literary award in Arab. They awarded for his novel The Spartan Code, published by Darmin in 2018. He will receive USD 50,000 and funding will be provided for the English translation. The Spartan Code is a historical novel that relates the power struggle between Ottoman and French colonial powers in Algeria, where it interconnects the lives of 5 characters in Algiers at the beginning of 19th century. DST, Department of Science and Technology, rolls out integrated geospatial platform Sahyog. This integrated geospatial platform aims to help in decision making during the present COVID-19 outbreak and support with area-specific strategies in order to handle the socio-economic impact in the recovery phase. The mobile application Sahyog will also complement the Arogya Setu mobile application for contact tracing, public awareness and self-assessment objectives. 44th session of UNESCO's World Heritage Committee postponed. The session will be hosted by the Chinese government, was scheduled to be held in Fuzhou of eastern China's Fujian province from 29th June to 9th July 2020, but it was postponed due to the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. Union Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman attends the second G20 FMCBG meeting. The full form of FMCBG is Finance Ministers and Central Bank Governors. The second G20 Finance Ministers and Central Bank Governors meeting was held under the presidency of Saudi Arabia. The prime objective of the meeting was to discuss the global economic outlook amid advancing COVID-19 pandemic crisis. The last one of the session is the Board of Control for Cricket in India (BCCI) on Thursday suspended the 2020 of cash-rich Indian Premier League till further notice due to the evolving global health concerns regarding COVID-19 and lockdown measures implemented by the Government of India to contain the spread of pandemic.
Thank you everyone. For our further updates, please subscribe to our channel. Please suggest your valuable suggestions in the comment box below. This is Varaprasad signing off for today's session.